Dun 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 dun. My mic is lower than usual. What is going on? Dun 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 dun. Wait, hold on. Dun dun. Okay, a little better. Dun 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 dun. Okay, a little better. Hold on. Dun 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 dun. Okay, that might be sounding a little better right there. Oh, let me know. Let me know. How's the audio? Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. Ding ding. Might be good. We might be alright. I'm so ready. I am so ready for that, guys. Hold on. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. A lot has changed. Yeah. Listen, man, I'm excited. Let me make sure camera's good. Listen, let me know if the audio's good. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bro, let me show y'all something, man. I gotta show you guys something. Hollow-sama comes in immediately, right off the bat, and gives 10 memberships to the channel. Are we in for more peak fiction this week? I would dare say so. There's a reason I'm already wearing the jersey. Just in case y'all don't know why I'm already wearing the jersey, it's obvious. Y'all know your boy. Last week was a Gear 5 chapter, and he's not out of the state. So immediately I was like, I gotta put it on. I gotta put it on. Going into this week, I have to. It has to. It's a bare minimum Santa Hat level chapter. You're kidding me? Gear 5, isn't it? The greatest? It's over. It's over, man. Now, I have a few things to show you guys. Let me go ahead. Brothers! What is going on? Hold on, I can't even show you what I got, man. Holy sweet mother of flag darts. It's starting already. It's starting already. It looks like we're going back to back with GOAT chapters. Oh my gosh, man. It looks like we're going back to back with the universal language. I might as well already say it. If you're not a fan of the words GOAT, Raw, Fire, and Peak, this isn't the channel for you, man. Click off. Click off. Because we are here for that gas. We're here for that greatness, man. Apparently so. Ali G, the God Hand of Finance, comes in and gives 50 for the second chapter in a row. 50 flipping memberships. Ali G, every single week. I truly appreciate you, brother. Both you and Hollow-sama for gifting memberships to the channel, man. Nothing but love to you guys. Holy sweet mother of all flagnards. Yo, man. All love to you guys. Oh. Then let me go ahead and look at the supers. And then I got some stuff to show y'all, man. But the audio's good, right? Audio's good? Holy... Yo, you guys are nuts. Stream just started, bro. You guys are nuts. Hollow-sama's membership for 23 months is you're in for a real treat. What a chapter. I can't wait. Bro, last chapter legitimately was one of my favorite chapters. I was going nuts. You're telling me another great chapter is coming in? Like, dude, this is crazy, man. Josh Pointer comes... I appreciate you, Hollow-sama. Thank you. Josh Pointer comes in with a 5 and says, believe me, you are not... What is this like thing right next to it? You can add likes to super chats now? How much has changed? I've only been gone for, like, what has it been, 2 weeks? How much has changed? You can like super chats? Anyways, Josh Pointer comes with a 5 and says, believe me, you are not ready for this chapter, coach. I'm typing in all caps for a reason. Yo, I'm about to respond in all caps, bro. I'm not ready, man. I'm never ready for that greatness. But believe me, I'm especially not ready today. This chapter could be a decent chapter. It's still going to hit me extremely hard. It's still going to hit me extremely hard. Bro, from the last time I saw y'all until now, I rewatched the Gear 5 stretch in the anime. So I'm beyond ready. I'm beyond ready. I can't wait to get started. I need to see greatness, bro. And Dorian, bro, he's not like a man. I can't wait. I really, really can't. Then Josh Pointer comes in with a 2 and says, also Infinite Wealth, Persona, and Chiefs greatness. Shout out to Patty Mahomes capturing the 3. And he captured the 3rd because Persona 3 Reload is out. It's magnificent. It's better than I could have ever imagined. Fantastic experience. I'm looking forward to going through that entire journey here in the coming weeks, man. I've been absolutely loving it. But what has been taking most of my gaming time has most certainly been your first game right there, Infinite Wealth. I'm so close to finishing it. Zenith Fiction, but I'm not going to talk about it until I finish it because I don't want... That's the type of experience that I just don't want to, like, give any, you know... It's because of the type of game it is, anything that I say could be a spoiler, so I'm just not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. But I'll love to you, Josh Pinter. Thank you so much, man. Then Jonathan Tamal comes to membership for 10 months. Shout out to my dog, yo, says, yo, Coach, bro, Jonathan Tamal, man, FF7 greatness this past week. Coach, we're back on the One Piece greatness. Too much speed going on right now. Persona 3 Reload is taking over my life. We love to see it. And we'll continue to do so. Yo, disturbing the peace. Come on. Yo, I always make sure to hit him from behind just to hear that gas. Look into my eyes. That just goes so hard, man. Even the new version of the school theme is so gas. But man, that's a special game right there, dude. Shout out to Persona 3 Reload. Absolute greatness. So happy you're enjoying it. Is it your first Persona, by the way? Let me know. But yeah, Jonathan Timmel, too much greatness happening, yo. Appreciate you. Halo-sama, Ali G, gifting the memberships to the channel. All love to you guys, man. You guys are insane. Insane, dude. Frodo Baggage comes in and says, carpet vacuumed? We're ready this week. Y'all ain't catching me off guard again. And as a matter of fact, just in case, my microphone is on the floor from, like, my old microphone. So even if it falls on the floor, all you guys are going to see is just my old microphone. Because it fell on the floor while I was cleaning earlier this week. So, and it's still down there. I'm not moving it. Because there's probably some, you know, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Y'all ain't catching me. We ain't, no carpet hairs. Ever again. At least until Luffy meets Shanks. Then everything's out the window. The whole house could be dirty, and I wouldn't give a flying flag. But until that happens, we're good. We're good, all right? Carpet vacuum, we're ready this week. I appreciate Fertile Baggage. Thank you for the 2. Hamsterdam comes in with a 10 and says peak. Just P-E-A-K with a period and 10 upvotes. That's how I know that the brother is spitting. And I really can't wait for that greatness here. Appreciate you, Amsterdam, for the 10 and the peak. Ayo Chrome, my good brother Josh, comes in with a 5 and says, dog, just throw on the Santa hat. I might as well. But you know what? I'll throw it on so that I could show y'all what I have back there. And what I have behind me as well here in a second. But I appreciate you, my boy Josh. Thank you, man. Can't wait for this peak, bro. Nothing but love to you, man. CB Maddie comes in with a 5 and says, Coach, this chapter is spicy and fuego? Oh my God, my brother speaking in Spanish. That's how I know this is about to be gas. It's about to be a capitulazo. You feel me? This thing's about to go hard. Can't wait, man. CB Maddie, thank you so much for the 5. Appreciate you. Marsik comes in and joins the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce. Thank you so much, Marsik, for joining the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce. All love to you, brother. Then Hank comes in with a membership for 10 months. Says, Goat Raw Fire Peak hype is definitely valid. Let's go, man. Let's flip and go. Weeb Hut Jr. comes in with a 10, and that is a phenomenal name, by the way. Weeb Hut Jr. comes in with a 10 and says, first time super chatting, bro. This is going to be a great reaction. I know it. 33. Yo, man. First and foremost, for this to be your first time super chatting is either A, this chapter is goated, or B, the chapter is goated. So I'm so excited just based on that. But I'm also very thankful for you taking the time to super chat here on the channel and for showing that support. Man, I truly do appreciate you, Weebhead Jr. Thank you so much. I wish it would show that. Maybe it does. I just can't see it. Oh yeah, it does. That's really cool. All love to you, Weebhead Jr. Man. Thank you so much for the first time super chat. You know, anytime I see that type of stuff, because I normally don't super chat either whenever I'm watching other stuff, so I know how that is. But the fact that you would go out your way to do that means so much to me. So I appreciate you so much, Weebo Jr. Thank you. Akash Panda comes with a 5. Yo, Akash Panda, I actually brought you up the other day, bro. So I was talking about, you know, all the people that I've met at like the Comic Con and MegaCon and stuff. And I was like, yo, if I ever met Akash Panda in real life, I'm taking the money out of my wallet and I'm just handing it to Akash Panda. You guys have no idea how much work Akash Panda has done for the YouTube channel since we moved over to live streams. So Akash Panda, if I ever meet you in real life, know that there is going to be money coming your way. I'm sliding. I'm like, yo, for all the work you've ever done for me, brother, thank you. Thank you. And so, Akash Panda, if we ever get the opportunity to meet, man, expect cash to come out of my wallet for all the help that you've done for me, man. I really appreciate you, brother. He comes in with a 5 and says, when you met Colleen at the con, I did meet Colleen Clickenbeard, ladies and gentlemen. The voice of Luffy. Did you ask if she has dubbed Gear 5 yet? If so, how was it for her? Is her voice okay? So we actually had a conversation with the kindest human being ever, right? I actually talked to her about 10:15, 10:28, and how her son was currently going through the series, right? Told me about how her son got spoiled on Ace, and is currently going through the Marineford greatness, and pretty sure now at the time skip. But she was telling me about that, and then we were talking about Roof Piece and 10:28. We both had goosebumps while talking about the incredible episode 10:28 and the Conqueror's Coding episode. For those of you that don't know the episode numbers, it's the Conqueror's Coding episode when Luffy first unlocks it. And I heard her say a few lines, and she just said it. Like, I didn't even ask her; she just started saying them. But we started talking about 10:15. She said it was her favorite moment. I said it was also my favorite episode. And I got this, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have this framed. I have the frame coming in soon, but this is signed by Mugiwara no Luffy herself. And I'm gonna be King of the Pirates, and it's from my favorite episode of all time. In episode 10:15. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when dreams become reality. You know, just look at this, bro. Look at this thing, man. It's so... Bro, it's the line too, man. I'm gonna be King of the Pirates. And it's like, look at how amazing this looks, dude. So, got that from the episode 10:15 greatness. All love to Colleen for signing this. It meant the world to me. But us having that conversation about that, it's something that I'll probably value even more than this. As much as I value this, the conversation that we had, seeing how, bro, she was spitting out episode numbers like we do here on the channel. I was like, yo, she really knows her stuff, and I just thought that was so cool. So all love to Colleen Clickenbeard, our beloved English dub Luffy, man. So yeah, I didn't ask you about the Gear 5 stuff. I'm going to assume they're already there because they did 1061, right? Or up to 1061 the other day. So I'm going to assume they're already at G5. So extremely excited for whenever that comes out in the dub. Especially now the Funimation and Crunchyroll have come together. But all love to you, Akash Panda, man. Thank you so much for that. And Ben for bringing that up. Gave me the opportunity to bring that up. But yeah, we're definitely going to get that framed. No question. No question about that. Then Zandaus comes to membership for 11 months and says, get ready for a peak chapter, friend. And shows the Jordan, the agenda piece, the drums. I can't wait, yo. I can't wait. Thank you, Zandaus, for the membership for 11 months. Judgmentus comes in for 7 months and says, 7 months. Hope you enjoy this chapter, man. Much love to you, Judgmentus. Thank you. Definitely excited for this chapter. Jonathan Tamal comes in with a 5 and says, like everyone said, the chapter is beyond peak. I played Persona 3 to 5, so I'm happy the series of a reload could end up being the best. Gotcha. So you already went through the experience of greatness. Now you're just experiencing it again. That's exact same situation on my end, actually. Except I've already started the journey with number 2 as well, which going through 2 and helped in this particular playthrough of Persona 3 through the reload. I caught a few references to Persona 2 that I didn't catch last time because I didn't play Persona 2 whenever I went through 3 the first time. So I thought that was really cool. But all love to you, Jonathan Tamal. Thank you for that. And then my boy Sanji comes in for the last super chat with a 3 and says, Coach, can we get much higher? And I'll tell you we can, ladies and gentlemen, because this is why. For the first time here on the YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, I have something that I should have had a long time ago. I have something that can now accompany our beloved Santa hat, alright? The 3 Santa hats. I have like 4 different... 3. I have 3 Santa hats in this house. 2 of them in my room, the other one is... I have no idea where it is. I think last time I saw it was during the Shanks Divine Departure chapter, and I have not seen it since. But that's besides the point. Now we have another addition to the family. Another addition to the family of hats. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out here, man. Yo, after all of these years, your boy has the hat of legend. After all of these years, I've worn every hat possible here on the channel. Never been the hat of legend, man. So we're ready. We are ready for some peak. We've got the straw hat ready to go. And I can't wait to bring this out for a chapter of legend. Could you imagine a straw hat and a Santa hat level chapter? Whoa. It's over. It's over. All right. So the day that I get to put this thing together with this, it's over. It's over. It's over. That's like 1044 levels of peak. All right. So I'm very, very excited for the opportunity to put this on. I might even put it on today. And especially if G5 is in this chapter, you might see, ooh, yeah. I mean, it just feels so good to finally have it on. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have this right back here for the greatness. And now let's officially get right into it. Let's go ahead and put the pull up. Read the title. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if we're reading the title. I'm going to get my laptop, and let's get right into the intro. Oh, man. All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, like I was talking about earlier today, and throughout the super chats, when I went to MegaCon, I had never been to a con before. All these years that I've been a fan of anime, it was always like on my bucket list of things that I wanted to do. Just because, you know, as a massive fan of so many things, I know, even outside of the anime stuff, just going there, being in the same vicinity as like Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor, individuals that meant a lot to my childhood, right? Or even seeing like Yuri Lowenthal there, who was obviously, Spider-Man, Ben 10, Sasuke, Mel Flanagan, voice of Naruto, Johnny Young Bosch, voice of Ichigo, like so many things, right? Power Rangers were there. It was like so many things from my childhood, but the thing that really stood out to me when I went to MegaCon this year was just how much One Piece representation there was in both the booths and for the community as a whole. I saw more One Piece stuff than I did anything else, and the only thing that it was equaled by was Star Wars. And of course, Star Wars is going to be the most represented thing, especially in like a place that has Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor. But I saw so much One Piece stuff. Now, granted, like I said, I have never been to a con before, so I don't know if that's a normal thing. But I saw so much representation, and it just made me proud to be a fan. I had so many conversations with people I've never met before in my entire life, just because we were both fans. That's exactly how it should go, right? And it was such an incredible experience seeing so many tards of this series. It really, really was. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today for chapter 1107. We're officially, after I read this chapter, 3 chapters away from my 400th chapter review / reaction here on the channel. By the time we get to that, this channel, with the old channel that was Buster Called, we've been doing this for 11 years. Almost, man. This is crazy. Like, I realized how long we've been doing this when the other day I was watching the One Piece 24/7 channel. They were playing through Punk Hazard, and I almost teared up due to just straight nostalgia. I was like, bro, I'm tearing up for Punk Hazard. It feels like this happened yesterday. You know what I mean? But we are here today in a brand new world that was not 2012. But it is actually 2024. And we are here to celebrate some more peak in the middle of Egghead Island in what has been one of the best experiences of all time. And so, to add on to all of that greatness, what is going to be in store in what has been a loaded 1100s. From 1100 to 1106 has been non-stop peak, non-stop gas, non-stop fire. Every single time a chapter releases. I mean, you would think the man is a broken record, but he is. He is, because he only releases greatness. And we are here today to see the latest installment in that. For Egghead, coming straight off of an anime episode that showed a fantastic cover story being adapted. Law vs. Blackbeard looking better than ever. Aokiji going ham and putting in anything. It automatically makes it a 40 out of 10. But you know what else automatically makes it a 40 out of 10? The fact that Gear 5 is currently activated, and where Gear 5 is, the best-selling manga in history follows. We are here today to celebrate a good day. Another chapter of the greatness, the one, the only, the one. It feels so good to have this thing on to put on at any point. At any point. I can put on a straw hat now, man. You know how amazing that feels? Ladies and gentlemen, these are new times. These are new times, man. These are new times. Let's get right into this greatness. Holy sweet mother of Flagnars. TCB, oh man, thank God TCB's still here. Bro, so I was not like online when this stuff started going down. But thank God that I was updated from from my cousin and my friends who were telling me what was going down in like the community for people getting Lulusiad. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was like, bro, what is happening? This is crazy. So I was like, man, are we gonna have to move to Sundays? Like, I was that shook. I was like, brother, I mean, obviously they're not gonna be able to stop everything. But I was like, man, are we gonna have a Jimini's box situation again, right? And of course, more than that, I was just worried for my guys. I mean, yo, listen, man, TCB, those are my boys. Those are my people. So I was like, no, man, I don't want to see any of them in Impel down. But they Gucci. They Gucci, apparently. I'm hoping. I got to hit them up, see if they're good. I got to hit them up and see if they're good. But I think they're Gucci. I think they are Gucci. So all love to my guys, man. I was scared. I was like, oh, no, man. Don't tell me that... Is that the Super Boo episode? It's a great episode. But we're not here for Dragon Ball today. Next time. Next will be for Dragon Ball. Can I read the title? 94%. Alright, we're ready. Let's get it, man. I'm so excited. Whoa! Bar M comes in and gives 10 memberships to the channel. All love to you, Bar M. Thank you so much for gifting 10 more memberships to the channel. Dog, that's like 70-something memberships that have been gifted tonight, man. Yo, you guys are eating today. I mean, I'm eating. Y'all are eating. The community is eating. This is nuts. Goodness gracious. All love to you, Barim, though. Seriously. Thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships to the channel. And now let's see what this chapter is in store for us. What is the title? Chapter 1107, I've been looking for you. That's gotta be Dory and Broggy, right? That's gonna be Dory and Broggy. Now, are they talking about Monkey D? Or are they talking about Usopp? You know what I mean? Who are they talking about? Or both? Or both? I've been looking for you. We've got Beppo holding on to... Is this another Yakuza reference? For the second week in a row, he is holding on to the Ichiban bat? That's all I know. We see a teapot here. Man, a poor guy has a snot bubble coming down. I feel him. I just got out of an allergy situation. And so does Law. Law also has a snot bubble, flexing because he knows he was just a part of one of the an all timer for One Piece. Man, that episode was fantastic. Dude, Blackbeard had so many incredible shots in that episode, dude. Kuzan stole the show, but Blackbeard, man, that man, yo, Blackbeard and Law both like I can't wait until we get back to that stuff later on. But anyways, cover request by Arinko. Beppo feels awkward after seeing Law napping with a snow leopard. Poor guy. He's a sad bear. Poor guy. Are they at Drum Island? Poor individuals, man. Alright, let's see Oda's note. No note this week. Oh, Lord. No note this week. That brother said we don't need one. We don't need a note. The chapter speaks for itself. Oh, man. Oh, God. Here we go. Double spread? That is my boys. You see them, man? We're going to Hellmouth. Fable backwards, baby. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Turn it upside down for the second playthrough. Fable upside down is Elbaf. And that's where we're going. We're going to Elbaf, baby. We see Dory and Brogy, man. Dude, I really need to rewatch Little Garden. Because, obviously, gone through multiple rereads, right? But I haven't rewatched the arc in like, quite some time, man. And that's, of course, how I was introduced to these characters, was through the anime. I have to, just to hear the bah, 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 you know what I mean? Their laugh. Oh, this is so, so cool, dude. I'm so happy they're here. Double page spread, Oimokashi. Giants cause big problems. And I love how the big is in bold here. Co-captain of the giant warrior pirates, Brogy the Red Ogre, man. Just look at him. Dory the Blue Ogre, co-captain of the giant warrior pirates. Take the others and swing around the side, sink any ship you see, and watch out for those cannons. And just like they said, our boys coming in straight from Eddie's lobby. Straight from Eddie's lobby. Oimokashi back in the building. Roger that, Captain. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. All right, you bastards. Let's go. Oh, man, this is so epic, dude. You have the Giants pulling up to Elbaf, dog. These are the individuals that the WG are trying so hard to clone. And they're like, no, we're here for our king, man. We are here for the ghosts. Like, come on, bro. Ooh, this goes hard. Giant warrior pirates. And we've got Dory and Brogy in the front, Oimokashi behind them, and the rest of the Giants swinging it from behind. And they're in full-blown Elbaf gear. I can't wait to see what our Elbaf gear is going to look like, man. It looks so cool, dude. They jump off, they're ready to go up in like swimwear. Reminds me of the Rocks Pirates panel. Whenever we saw them like back to back. It in terms of the way that panel was structured. That's how this one looks right here. Incredible stuff, beautiful art. Countless members of their old crew have also been spotted. What do they want? The fabled giant warrior pirates are here. Where have they been all these years? Bro, this man is real deal swinging an axe, bro. Like, how cool. Anybody that swings an axe is amazing. Just ask Kratos, dude. You know, bro, people who swing axes, they don't miss. Literally. We've got confirmed sighting of both Brogy the Red Ogre and Dory the Blue Ogre. And already references to mythology even with that right there, which is really, really cool. Excuse me. The giant pirates have made landfall. They go in, this ship gets one-shotted. Goodness gracious. Blasting to smithereens. They just look so cool, dude. I really love the aesthetic, man. They're literally doing old Viking piratey things. Oda has to be having a field day with this, knowing how big of a fan he is of Vicky the Viking. You know, he must have been waiting 30 years to draw all this, maybe even longer. Honing in, Nami and Usopp. My Oh, God. Yes! Yes, man! Yes! This is the equivalent of Sakurai in the middle of a Smash Bros. Direct, putting Sora, Cloud, and Sephiroth next to each other. He just gets it. Oda gets it, man. He knows what the people want, and what the people want is Usopp meeting with Dori Brogi. And for Dori Brogi to be like, God, Usopp, we have come for you, bro. That's what I want. That's what I want, man. The Soge King to go home where he rightfully belongs? On Elbaf, yes. Yes, man. My masters. Oh, that's so beautiful. And Nami, of course, well, this is where she, Little Garden was where she got sick. So I'm not sure if she wants to remember all this. But Chopper must be like, how does Usopp know these characters, right? It's like, yo, one arc before, Chopper, one arc before, we met these legends. But what are they doing here? Master Brogi, Master Dory. I love how he still refers to them as Master, man. I can see Oimo and Kashi too, of course, back from Annie's lobby. I bet they went to Little Garden to pick up their leaders. Oimo, Kashi. That's gotta be it, man. I was worried. I thought we might not see them in Elbaf. They're taking you to Elbaf, brother. Come on, man. A refresher on the Giant Warrior Pirates. Oh, you know it's gonna be an episode in the anime right here. A Little Garden flashback, and I'll take it. Long ago, the world was terrorized by this formidable group led by co-captains Dory and Brogi. Their crew would disband if they got into a certain quarrel. Luffy and the gang helped them out when their century-long duel came to an end. Later on, while storming a different island, they would encounter and befriend Oimo and Kashi, a pair of giants who set out to check on their captains. Greatness, man. Looks like they're really giving it to those Marines. Can't believe y'all know each other. They must have come running after hearing the news. Huh? How's that possible? Do you guys not know who they're with? Well, I guess they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know that they're with the individual who has, what was that thing in Hunter x Hunter again? The N around the whole planet. You know, bro, that man Shanks. What doesn't he know? What doesn't slip through the ears? When you can look in a movie's length into the future. You feel me? Who knows? Or it was just Big News Morgans. Either way, they gotta know. The Navy marshaled a ton of manpower for this operation. It's no wonder it'd make the papers. But I reckon the headlines must be painting them in a good light. I mean, if Morgans is involved, you already know where things are gonna go. So this is big news already, huh? I guess that makes sense. Literally Morgan's reference right there. They didn't come here to wage war. They came to help us get out of here. We gotta hurry and finish our prep. I love how Usopp is still crying, man. This is so... Dude, I'm telling you, man. Elbaf is going to be such an incredible Usopp, Robin, and Luffy arc, bro. Like, I am so excited for what the three of them in particular are going to get into in that arc, man. I'm just... like, bro, we're already getting somewhere here. So the Thousand Sunny is still going here. Nami-san, it's Brook. Brook, where are you? Close. We won't... Very close, but we won't be able to stop for tea. We need to stop. If we fly off the edge, we'll be fried by the barrier. Hello, this is Lilith. This numbskull really is brainless. We can't afford to dilly-dally, so pay attention. Sounds like they're getting fired up. Jinbei, we need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. This isn't the time to be picking fights. Zoro. Oh, Zoro. Please. Zoro, man. If I turn this page and either the bandana's not on or Lucci's not on the floor, like, bro, take care of business. We know that you're that guy. We know that you are him. He who is him is Hironoa Zoro. Come on, I love my boy Lucci, I do. But he don't want peace of my boy. What is this? We see a certain part of the building. Lucci? Zoro? Zoro doesn't have the bandana on. You know what? Screw it. I can see Zoro versus Lucci. Forget what I just said. I get to see Zoro versus Lucci. Pant. You're pretty tough, but I'm in a hurry. It's time to wrap this up. Pant. Only the winner gets to talk like that, Hironoa. Zoro, bro. Show this man who's boss. Your crew's waiting for you, right? You're just a burden at this point. Brother, you can't let the man trash talk you like that. Those fools will never make it if they can't cut off the arm to save the body. Giving up now would be doing them a favor. Waiting for a corpse is pointless after all. It almost sounds like you think you're the one in control of this fight, Rob Lucci. Tell him again. Tell him again. Tell that man again. Yo. So, just put on a bandana, man. That's all you gotta. You know the bandana gives you an automatic plus 250 stat attribute boost, bro. Just put it on. Put it on, man. If he puts it on, this man Lucci might fall from the Conqueror's coating, brother. I mean, dude. We need the bandana on. We need it. Yo, man, I need Toei to give me some sort of nice fight choreography with this, though, on a serious note. I really, really do. No, we're cutting something else? What in the flying earth is that? Is that the pacifist laser? Hold on, before we continue with this. Dude, look at the energy in between Lucci and Zoro right here. This honestly goes to show just how much stronger Lucci's gotten since the last time we saw him. Obviously, you know, awakened Lucci is bound to be a menace and a monster, right? But just to showcase that these are two extremely powerful individuals clashing when you have this massive burst of energy in between them, as if like the planet was about to start breaking apart, right? I just think that's a really cool visual. And something that Oda, I guess, went in to showcase just how not only how equal of a matchup that this is, even though Zoro clearly has an advantage, you know, because that's my guy. But seriously, just how strong both of them are, which I think is just a really, really cool image to have right here. Like, yo, awaken Lucci, no bandana Zoro? Come on, man, we'll take that all day. Damage report? Oh my god! Oh, this must be after the Order 60... I should say the reverse Order 66, right? Whenever Bonnie used reverse Order 66 and started... and the Kumas, the pacifists, started blasting away at the Marine ships. Roughly 30 of our small and medium-sized ships have been sunk with no signs of it stopping. Pull Black... The neck dude! Bro, I forgot this man was a character! Yo! Patrick Star's uncle has made a return! Pull back all smaller vessels and lead with the battleships. We can't afford to leave an opening. Yes, sir. Vice Admiral Red King. Is that his name? I just always knew him as the neck. Vice Admiral Red King, this is a pitiful sight. Yo, Red King is actually a fire name. How have I not seen that? Vice Admiral Red King. That's a fire name. That's a fire name. This is a pitiful sight. So he goes in, firing cannon shots, I'm going to assume, back at the pacifistas. To think we Marines have to fire on our own weapons. And he fires and he actually lands an attack on this pacifista unit right here. The pacifista unit gets sent back. It clearly, at least it appears to be knocked out. It's flipping time, man. Wait a minute, bro. Hold up. It's time. It's time. Oh, man. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for gas. St. J. Garcia Saturn. Luffy's in the Nika pose. We've got Bonnie. We've got Sanji. Kuma. Atlas. Vegapunk who's dying. Oh, man. We're ready. We're ready. Gear 5, Luffy. He's the greatest of all. Like, bro, legitimately, man. Just the greatest design ever, dude. Just look at him, man. What's with the waterworks? I just want to know. I want to make sure I didn't knock over the camera. What's with the waterworks? Why wouldn't I be crying, you idiot? I've been looking for you for so long. Oh, that was the title. Obviously, I didn't put two and two together. I thought it was Dorian Broggie. No, it's Bonnie who's been searching endlessly for this individual, bro. Huh? But I've been here the whole time. Sure, but I didn't know you were Nika. Nika? What's that? Yo! Luffy said what? Nika? Who in the world is that? I've never heard of an individual named that in my entire life. Joy Boy? Nika? What you talking about, Willis? I don't know any such individual. I'm Monkey D. Luffy. Kaizoku Oni. Like, come on, man. Come on, dude. He's like, yo, what's that? What's the Oh my god, bro. Yo, dude. Oh, I can't do this, man. I can't. This man said, yo, what in the world is that? What's the deal with that flimsy punch you tried to throw earlier? I was going for a big rubbery attack like you. If it's so flimsy, why don't you show me how it's done? Bonnie egging the king on? Give that old windbag a good one for Vegapunk. She's talking about the spider. She's talking about the giant 800-year-old spider. Bro, Luffy, man. For the love of all that is good and holy in this world, please execute that spider, man. And I'm not talking about Peter Parker, bro. I'm talking about Garcia Saturn, man. Let's go. Let's flip and go, man. Bro, please squish this spider, man. Then we can get out of here. Luffy looks down. He's shocked. What the heck, Vegapunk? None of you filthy cockroaches have a right to live right now. You're wrong. All right, Bonnie. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. For the record, he's winding it up. This is gonna destroy the planet. Stop it now, Goku. Brother, you can hear King Kai from all the way on the other side where he's taking care of Eustace, Kid, and Killer. For the record, this is how you punch. He's going in. He's winding it up. Saturn looked and he... Oh my god, Saturn, I wasn't familiar with your game. This man looked at Luffy and he was knocked back. He looked at Luffy and he was knocked back. That sent... We even see a little bit of blood. My... Yo, Saturn. You're gonna pay for hurting my... You're gonna pay for hurting my friends. Gomu Gomu no, bro. If this man, Luffy, lands this punch on the spider, bro, I swear on everything, dog. He's already hit a Celestial Dragon. He hit Kaido. Then he... this man is hit everyone. He's punching everyone, but if he lands a hit on a Gorosei... Booming Dawn... Is that a bazooka? Booming Dawn... It's a flipping Gatling! It's not a punch! That brother said... Yo! He went straight for the kill! That man said if one punch couldn't take down the spider, I'm gonna hit him with multiple! He can't dodge them all! Regenerate this! Regenerate this! This man went straight up into the booming dawn. This man all that. He went for a Gatling. He said the spider's going... The spider's going down, bro. Yo, let's fucking go, man. Booming Dawn Gatling. Gear 5th Luffy. Destroys Saturn. Said, bro, this is the first time we've seen the Gatling, right? He goes in booming... This is so peak, dude. He goes in, and this is one punch for Bonnie, one for Kuma, one for Vegapunk, one for Guinea, one for my pops not doing a dang thing, another one for my pops not doing a dang thing, and he's just swinging. He's like, yeah, this is making up for everything the dragon didn't do. We're gonna do it all day. We're doing it all day because let me tell you something. We do things around here. We do things around here. We declare war on celestial dragons. We declare war on the Gorosei. Even where you're at. Where's your little devil's tail? Your little shadow games? Bring Merrick too. We'll slaughter them all. Slaughter them all. Bring your Millennium Puzzles. Bring your Exodias. They're all getting whooped. Booming Dawn Gatling, man. You better stop playing with the gold, bro. They better stop playing with my boy Monkey D, dog. Booming Dawn Gatling sends them flying for all that is good in Flagnards. Saturn flies back. You know Bonnie felt that, man. You know Bonnie felt that in every fiber in her being. Luffy delivers multiple punches. Not one, multiple. Let's flip and go, man. On Saturn, Bonnie, Kuma, Vegapunk. He's still going. He brought it around town. Oh, God. This man brought it around town. He said, oh, he's too nice with it. Then look at the pose. Oh, this man's, come on. I can't even do that. I'm too old to do that. Whoa. Wait, he brought it around town, son. And he sends the spider flying. He's in midair posing. Listen, man, you know something? I keep seeing these thoughts on Gear 5, right? And the unseriousness of it. Let them make him go serious. We take care of business. Look at what's happening here. You want to see us get serious? We're in the manga in one chapter. A serious Monkey D. Luffy in Gear 5 is ending the manga right now. Emu don't want to see that. Roger don't want to see that. Joy Boy, the original. I don't care who you bring. They don't want to see the king. A serious Gear 5. Look at what he just did to the spider. The spider that spawned from the depths of Merrick's cave. From the 6th part of Dante's Inferno. And he sent him flying right back there by bringing it around town. Oh my God. Yo, Monkey flipping D, man. You're gonna have to use those legs if you want to get out of here, Bonnie. The hover function should still work while we're on the island. Let's go, Vegapunk. Go on without me, Bonnie. I've been a doctor for long enough to know that if I move now, I'll die. Vegapunk, man, I love you too much for you to just get killed by this spider here, man. We can't do it. Bring Chopper, bring someone and patch this brother up. You know, if Cannymon could survive, you can survive. If Pound could survive, you can survive, brother. Believe in the will of P. The will of V. What? Is that Kizaru? Kizaru, don't do it. You just saw a serious king wipe out your dude. Saturn got sent back to the Holy Land. They're gonna send him back to the manga whenever this gets animated. Kizaru don't even think about it. Put that laser away. Put the laser away. You'll be dead either way. This is it. Kizaru points. Bonnie. Hold on, man. Wait a minute, dude. Wait a minute, man. Yo, I'm sweating. Hold up. Hold up, man. Wait. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Yo. Yo. Yo, man. This is the arc of dreams. This is the arc of dreams, bro. This is the arc of absolute dreams, dude. Bro. This is the interaction I've been waiting the entire series to see. Kizaru comes in, fires a laser, and Blackleg. No, my camera. Blackleg. Is it broken? Oh, God. His man Sanji broke the camera. No. Okay, we're good. At least just stick there for now. Bro, Vin Smoke, Mr. Prince, El Príncipe, blackest leg in the land. They knew him as the brother who can, the man who cooks in the kitchen. He's ready to go in. Ladies and gentlemen, this arc just continues to proclaim its case for this. Do y'all see the notebook? Do y'all pick up what I'm putting down? This is beautiful. Egghead Island is making the case that it truly just look. Just look, man. Just look. Egghead continues to propel itself into that spot. This is insane, bro. A Kizaru shocked face. They're shook that my guy stopped a laser. That's El Príncipe. That's Mama, there goes that man. Mama, there goes that man. What the? Oh, that was a laser. Light doesn't hold a candle to love. Yo! Dude! This man hit a nasty one-liner. You gotta hit that thing with some sort of, bro, put that bar in a verse. Put that in a song, dude. Oh my, if that's true, they'll have to scrap the physics books and start from scratch. That man said Sanji goes past physics. He goes past the laws of physics and logic. Light doesn't hold a candle to love, son. You heard my boy? You heard my dog? This man stops Kizaru's laser. Yes, yes. Let's go to the northeast port. Well, I'm in a real pickle now. He's like, man, I gotta square up with one of the wings of the king. Uh-oh. We might be in for it now. Wait, that's a man worth a Billy, son. They'll expect me to at least bring your heads after all this. Sanji, what are you still Sanji and Luffy are having the times of their lives. Luffy's laughing. And Sanji, cool Mr. Oh. Yes. Yes. Yes, man. You'd better start drafting an apology letter for them then. And they're just standing in front of Vegapunk, ready to paw. Oh my god. Saturn's coming back. It's gonna be Saturn, Kizaru versus Luffy and Sanji. It's over. This is my dream scenario. This is literally my dream scenario. It's not every day you see one of the 5 elders down in the dirt. Katarina Devon! I gotta take a shower, man. Yo, I haven't sweat this hard since Shanks showed up, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. And now Katarina Devon. Is that Lafitte? No, is that Van Ogre? The warp fruit. The warp fruit, of course. My, look at you. Just what kind of delicious power do you have? Moo-hoo-hoo-hoo. To think an elder would come down to the surface and bless us with his presence. It's unheard of. So they're the ones. So Saturn didn't get back up where Sanji and Luffy are. Instead, Saturn crashed to where Devon is. Katarina Devon. But it sure made our job a hell of a lot easier. Mission complete. What? What do you mean mission complete? They wanted Saturn all along? They tapped Saturn with the hand. Oh my god. She can now transform into Saturn. She can now disguise herself as Saint Garcia Saturn. Van Ogre, what business do you have here? Van Ogre, oh my god. Blackbeard Pirates, Van Ogre, 6-ship Captain Katarina Devon. Bro. Blackbeard, how far ahead do you plan? Katarina Devon, I'm surprised a level 6 SKP like you would choose the life of a subordinate. Teach is special. Oh, Blackbeard agenda pushing in my manga. Ladies and gentlemen, Teach is special. Teach is special. Because, bro, Garcia Saturn's like, yo, what would someone of your ambition, of your ilk be doing following someone else? She's like, that brother's special. He's a real leader. He's one of the Himothes. He's that guy. Teach is special. As is his lineage. He's a Buccaneer, isn't he? We called it. We called it. As is his lineage, brother. He's gotta be, and that's gotta lead towards what we've been talking about with the 3 fruits. Oh, so you know about that. Your crew is always up to something. What do you hope to get out of these stunts? The world. I love this because these are the 2 final antagonists that we have been cooking in the community for so long, right? We've been cooking, is it going to be Blackbeard? Is it going to be Emu? Blackbeard, Emu. Blackbeard, Emu. Now we have those 2 parties interacting with each other. The Blackbeard Pirates and one of Emu's subordinates. 2 parties where these selective individuals are doing this out of orders of their main individual. One doing it for Emu, the other one doing it for Blackbeard. And Van Ogre's like, yo, this is what we want. What we want to get out of these stunts is the world. Oh, man, that's hype. Vanagar looks up. The spider goes into squish. There's a warp. What happened? Saturn looks. What happened to them? Let's be off then. They're trying to escape. With the warp fruit, obviously, because they came here to get what they wanted. They came here and mission accomplished and zooted out of there. So Katarina came here with the specific purpose of trying to do this. God Garcia Saturn, that is going to be in some sort of play later on, for sure. Now we follow them. Let's be off then. We're still on the island. Couldn't you have warped us any further? I haven't mastered it yet. Obviously, he hasn't mastered his fruit yet. Wait! Who is that? Is that Caribou? Was he working for Blackbeard the whole time? Hold on a second, please. Supersonic Van Augur, Maiden Hunter, Katarina Devon. I never thought we'd meet in a place like this. I'm a pirate like you. My name's Caribou. I've been looking for you guys forever. For like ever. Oh, sorry, I meant to say forever. I set sail because I wanted to be a great man. He's the Blackbeard. He's Bartolomeo for Blackbeard? I set sail because I wanted to be a great man. Just like him, he's my idol, my hero. I've always dreamed of being a lackey and Commodore teaches crew. It's all I've ever wished for, please. Oh my goodness, he was Bartolomeo from Blackbeard the whole time. It's all I ever wished for, please take me to meet him. Front cover and color spread next issue. Bartolomeo versus Caribou confirmed in the final arc. And that's the end of the chapter. Dude, holy sweet mother of Flagnards. This was a capitulazo. This was a chapter of chapters. This was, the 1100s are off to the best start in any of the decades of One Piece. The thousands of chapters of One Piece. No other thing comes close. Everything from 1100 until now has been bare minimum Santa Hat level. Bare minimum Santa Hat level, man. We are in a generational stretch. This chapter might have been even better than last chapter. And last chapter was phenomenal. But bro, the giant pirates going ham, Usopp recognizing them. We cut over and we see a continuation of Zoro versus Lucci. Then we see Neckman himself. Then we have the Luffy moment as he uses a Gatling, a booming done Gatling on a member of the Gorosei. Oh my goodness! Sanji then proceeds to block light itself! Like, what? What? Go! Bro! Are you kidding me? Then we have in front of Kizaru, Luffy, and Sanji. What an incredible panel. Saturn gets up, and we see Katarina Devon, and it's actually Van Augur who's with her. We thought it was Lafitte. But it's actually Devon and Van Augur, who are together, and they said it's mission accomplished once they touch Saturn. So then they get out of there. They talk about his lineage. They talk about Blackbeard's ambition. Move over. Caribou comes in and is officially Blackbeard's Bartolomeo. Which means he has been gathering information on all the ancient weapons for Blackbeard. Caribou. This entire time, we all were thinking, is it Crocodile? Is it Buggy? Is it Blackbeard? Is it any of these characters? And it actually was Blackbeard. But not only is it Blackbeard, it's Blackbeard not even of his own volition. He's doing this because he's such a massive tard of Blackbeard. He just wants to see him succeed. Dude, man. Wow, man. Dog, Ichiro Oda, bro. Yo, you know, these chapters, Egghead Island, dude, this chapter was hype, man. Oh. Luffy hit a Gatling on a Gorosei, bro. Yo, dude. Sanji blocked light. Bon Augur coldly saying Zawardo. Zawardo. Knowing they have Dio Brando on their crew, voiced as the same voice as Aokiji. Dude, Saturn, Caribou, bro. Yo, man, I am drenched in sweat, bro. I am genuinely, like, drenched in sweat, bro. Oh, man, dude. We're gonna need a late night shower. My shirt and the undershirt are both completely soaked, dude. Dude, Luffy hitting Saturn with a Gatling was one of the sweatiest things of all I've ever seen. Woo! Oh, man, I'm sweating. Okay. Yo, no wonder y'all were telling me I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready in the slightest, man. Oh, what a chapter, dude. You know, bro, we're currently in such a great, like, stretch of chapters that... Oh, man, this is crazy, bro. Yo, man. This man is cooking. Let's read some supers and see what y'all have cooking in the kitchen, dog. Because we need to talk about this. Zandaus comes in with a 10. Let me get a drink of water before I dehydrate here, man. Yo, Frodo Baggage is spitting in the comments, dude. Saturn is a tank. This man took full blast from Kuma, then proceeded to get hit by Frankie. Hit this guy with a boom Dawn Gatling. Got sent to the High Flagnards. He's a tank for real, dude. He's a tank for real. Zandaus comes in with a 10 and says, also got my friend, who I view as my father, who is 73 into One Piece due to live action. Got him the first box of the manga for Christmas and he read it within 2 weeks. Dude, that is so awesome, man. That first box set goes up to volume 23, right? The final volume of Alabasta. That man read through greatness. That is so cool. I'm so happy. That's why I'm so happy the live action exists. The live action was able to get so many people into the series who otherwise would never have gotten into it. And to me, that's just the greatest thing ever, man. It really, really is. Like, man, I really love that. I really, really love that. Thank you for sharing that with me. That's so cool. The fact that he's 73 just goes to show, you know, that so many people, no matter what age you are, can appreciate and be a part of this experience. Definitely update me, Zandaus, if he continues and goes into the further stuff like Skypiea, Water 70's Lobby, and so on and so forth. Love to hear their thoughts, favorite characters, stuff of that nature. I really love that kind of stuff. Thank you for sharing that, Zandaus, man. That's awesome. Bar M comes to the membership for 23 months, almost 2 years, and says, One Piece! Yo, this chapter, man. This was a One Piece level chapter. It really was. It really, really was, dude. All love to you, Bar M. Vex, yo, shout out to Vex, man. We had an awesome podcast last week. Was that last week? That was last week, right? Was it early this week? No, it was last week. I've lost my whole sense of time. It was a Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. We had a podcast over on TLA last arc. So all love to the boys over there and Vex. We had an awesome time. So definitely show your support over there to their wonderful channel. I truly would appreciate that. Then we cut over here. We see Bar M, who gifted 10 earlier. Truly appreciate you, Bar M. Thank you for that. Hollow-sama comes in with a 5 and says, peep the one giant pirate on page 2 with the sun god tattoo on his right shoulder. About Recon. I saw that, Hollow-sama. I saw it. I didn't know it was the sun god tattoo. Let me pull it up on here because my laptop. Dude, man. Yo, this chapter, bro. Oh my gosh. Page 2. Yeah, I see it. I see it right here. Dude, I can't wait for Elbaf, man. We're so close. And it's like, I can't wait for Elbaf, but Egghead's been so good, I don't even want to leave. I don't even want to leave, dude. It's so fire. It's so fire. But yeah, no, Hollow-sama, thank you so much for pointing that out. I saw the tattoo, but I didn't know it was like a sun god tattoo. I think that's really, really cool. Thank you, Hollow-sama. I truly appreciate you. Kosh Panda comes in with a 2 and says Kizaru closes his eyes when he's shooting body. Did he really? I didn't even notice, dude. I was so hyped from Sanji. Oh, he does out of remorse. Man, Borsalino, you need a vacation, bro. And now you gotta deal with the king and one of his wings? You need a vacation, man. You need an emotional getaway. That's what Kizaru needs. An emotional getaway, bro. Oh, man. Dang, dude. I didn't notice that. That hits you in the feels, bro. And just continues to show the level of detail that Oda's been going for in regards to all the admirals and and what they've been dealing with here. Thank you for that, Akash Panda, man. Appreciate you, brother. So much. Rain Salim comes in with a membership for 4 months. Says, when I say peak 100 out of 10 chapter, I meant putting all definitions of peaks that's great into it. As Blackbeard, the Pirate Shanks wanted to talk about. At this point, that might be the case. So, you're absolutely right. Now we can look back on the conversation that Shanks had with the Gorosei. And Blackbeard might have been the pirate that Shanks was talking about, which is where the Gorosei may have learned about Blackbeard's lineage. Now, I'm wondering if it's the Buccaneer thing or if it's something to do with Marshall Lee. So I'm very, very curious. And you're absolutely right, Rain Salim. That might actually be the case. Now, that actually might be a confirmation that Blackbeard was the pirate that Shanks was talking about. Or that wanted to talk about. But no, yo, this chapter. This chapter was so good, dude. It just flowed so well, man. From page to page, dude. It has, anything with Gear 5 Luffy will get me extremely excited. But come on, everything surrounding that was also godly, too. I can't wait for that to get animated, man. Luffy punching, bro, he punched Garcia Saturn, and he didn't just punch him, he wailed him. Oh, so good. Thank you, Rain Salim, for that. Marsit comes in with a 250 and says, it would seem Caribou will be the reason why would Blackbeard know about the contents of the poneglyphs? Yes. Caribou very well could be the reason why Blackbeard knows about a lot of stuff. The poneglyphs, the ancient weapons. I'm pretty sure he didn't hear Luffy's dream, but if he did hear Luffy's dream, that's going to be how Blackbeard learns about that as well. But I'm going to assume he didn't hear it, so it more than likely is going to be, and it's more than likely going to end up being just the ancient weapons and the poneglyph stuff. I think, and maybe some of the other things in regards to the Straw Hats and what they do, because Caribou's been with them for a very long time. You feel me? So God, man, yo, I need Caribou versus Bartolomeo. Like, I need that to be its own chapter of legend at some point in the future. The Battle of Fanboys. You feel me? That's what we need. That's what we need. But thank you, Marsick. I appreciate you. Absolutely. Kosh Panda comes in with a 2 and says, the title refers to both Bonnie and Caribou. Yes. You're absolutely right. The title I've been looking for you now definitely refers to Bonnie and Caribou. And I went in thinking it was going to be Dorian Broggie. And in actuality, it was both Bonnie and Caribou. That is so... Oh, man, dude. That's still... It's like... Even though we thought Blackbeard was a possibility for one of the people that Caribou was, like, taking this information for. Whenever we said him, in the Pluton chapter. But just to know why he's doing it is crazy. That Bonnie page will hit so hard, dude. Like, God, man. Greatness. Thank you, Akash Panda. Josh Pointer comes in with a 2 and says, the world, just like Zebek. Yes. That's so true. Thank you for pointing that out, Josh Pointer. Absolutely. The level of ambition presented by Blackbeard right now, just like Zebek, who wanted to be the king of the world. That's what Blackbeard wants to be. His ambition, similar to Luffy, who has a dream beyond King of the Pirates. Blackbeard, King of the Pirates, has to be a stepping stone for what he truly wants, which is probably to be King of the World, similar to Rocks. So, great comment. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right there, Josh Pointer. 100%, man. That was not how I was expecting Katarina and Devon to show up and to know, like, where is Lafitte? If Lafitte is on a solo mission elsewhere, because we didn't see him back there, then where is he right now? I'm so curious as to where Lafitte is, because now we know that Van Augur was here. He hasn't mastered his ability yet, obviously, which is going to be crazy when he does. Van Augur and Usopp both featured in this chapter. Can't wait for that greatness down the line. But man. Yeah, Bonnie, or, I was thinking about the legendary moment from the chapter, but I'm so I did not expect the Blackbeard Pirates to show up at that moment, right? Like, that was the last thing I was expecting. Prophet X comes in with a 10 and says, since Sanji can deflect to stop Kizaru's light, that means he should be able to hit him too, right? Which is obviously huge in the 1v1. Yes, Prophet X. If Sanji can deflect / stop Kizaru's light, he will 100% will be able to hit him too. 100%. Because he can touch it, right? Oh, that's gonna be... Dude. Yo, I need... Just like we had those awesome Luffy and Lucci versus the Seraphim panels earlier in the arc, I need a Luffy and Sanji against Kizaru, like, dual combo attack for the treasure cruise cards. You know what I mean? I need a Luffy and Sanji, like an Ifrit Jambe and a booming Red Hawk or something attack landing on Kizaru. I think that would just be so dope. I really wonder how that entire situation is going to be resolved, considering we're on the way out of the island, but there's 2 of us in front of an admiral and trying to stop him, right? It's like, yo, dude. The Iron Giant obviously has to play into it, but it's just so much happening right now. But no, you're absolutely right, Prophet X. And it's going to be huge in the 1v1 whenever we get an opportunity to get to that point. Thank you for that. Akash Panda comes in with a 5 and says, Teach isn't a Buccaneer. Saturn knew his lineage and still called Kuma the last Buccaneer. Great point. That's on me. You're absolutely right. I forgot that he said that. Devon wasn't expecting to meet Saturn. Their mission was different. So, great points on both ends. Teach not being a Buccaneer, you're right about what he said with Kuma. I forgot about that. And obviously, if he learned about that information through Shanks, then he would have known that way before arriving here. So with that being said, it more than likely has to do something with the Marshall D thing, or something else, which I'm very much looking forward to. Maybe, the reason why his body is so special. Now, I wonder, Akash Panda, then, what was their original mission in coming here? If their mission was different, right? Because if their original mission was to come here and do that exact same thing with someone else, who were they trying to do that with? Was it a Vegapunk? Like, who were they trying to copy? Did they know a member of the Goddess was going to be here? Or were they not expecting to meet Saturn at that location? Maybe they expected Saturn to be there. Like they expected Saturn to be on Egghead, just not exactly where they were. What do you think? What do you guys think about that? About their original mission on heading to Egghead? But Teach not being a Buccaneer, you're right about that. You're absolutely right about that. So that just makes you think, then, what is it? What is his lineage? Thank you, Akash Panda, man. Appreciate you. CB Maddie comes in with a 5 and says, I love how the title refers to the Giants with Luffy, Bonnie, with Luffy and Caribou and Teach. Yes, right? Like, it really does refer to, the Giants that I've been wanting to meet with Luffy and Usopp. Then Bonnie, who's been searching for Luffy this whole time. And Caribou, who's been wanting to meet Blackbeard. Just so cool. Also, Von Agra stocks are through the roof this past week. Truly. Bro, that man cooked in the anime episode. And he had a fantastic showing in this week's chapter as well. So, and he's only going to continue to progress as he masters his ability. Which to me is just super, super cool. The higher the Van Augur stocks are, the better, because when Usopp takes him out, then the Usopp stocks are through the roof. You know what I mean? We're thinking long term about this. Long term, baby. Long term. Thank you, CB Maddie. Absolutely. Marseille comes in with a 125. Says, so Blackbeard is a certain someone Caribou was talking about in chapter 1056. Yes. In the Pluton chapter, absolutely. At this point, we can pretty much confirm that. At this point. The certain someone. So the certain someone that Caribou was talking about and the certain someone that Shanks were talking about, is it officially the same person now? Thank you for that, dude. Mosadi Ungonga comes in and gives 5 memberships to the channel, yo. I appreciate you, Mosadi. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Comes in the membership for 6 months. Says, just giving back to you for the fun reactions. Nah, Mosadi, man. You don't have to do that, dude. I thank you for the support. Just leaving those kind comments is enough, man. The fact that you'd be willing to not only be a member yourself, but to gift memberships to the channel just means the world, yo. I appreciate you. We always have a fun time here, man. God. Especially when chapters are this insane, dude. Like, bro. Bresboy comes in with a 5 and says, yo, shout out to you, Bresboy, man. It's good to see you, dog. Thought I was reading an Urasawa manga when Augur said the world. Chills that haven't gone since the mansion on Hang... Oh, you just brought up a legendary arc. The mansion at Hanging Hill in 20th Century Boys spooky season. The Hanged Hills portion in 20th Century Boys truly is one of the spookiest, like, chill-inducing sections in any manga I've ever read. It's so memorable. So memorable, man. Shout out to 20th Century Boys, dude. But yes, when Van Augur said the world, the way that panel was structured, it's just goosebumps. Goosebumps, the ambition, who they're saying this to. That, to me, is what makes that panel so insane. Is we see the level of ambition that the subordinates of the 2 major players in the endgame of One Piece, and Luffy and Blackbeard, are taking this entire situation, right? Frankie and Sanji are fearless in the face of Kizaru and Saturn, and ready to take them on at any time because they know who they're under. And in a similar situation, Katarina Devon and Van Augur are fearless in front of Sanji Garcia Saturn because they know that their ambitions lie beyond that, lay way higher than that. They're going for the world. Oh man, and as a Hajime no Ippo fan, anytime I hear someone say they're going for the world, it just gives you goosebumps. And also as a JoJo fan. Just, God, great panel. Great comment, Bresboy. Absolutely. Straight chills, yo. Straight chills. Then Bar M comes in with a 2 and says, Blackbeard has a perfect devil fruit to destroy Wano's borders. Yo, he does, honestly. That's a great point. Oh my goodness, that's a great point, dude. He really does. Both of them. Both of them. But obviously, Whitebeards would get the job done. But even the Yami Yami no Mi, with his vortex and the ability to negate, would be able to help out in that situation as well. But he really does have the perfect fruit combo, or even just the perfect fruits, to destroy Wano's borders. If he does that, dude, Blackbeard has been so active since the beginning of the final saga, man. You know, I've been thinking about that since the episode dropped, because I was like, bro, he really went out of his way to pull up on Amazon Lily, then proceed to wait for Law, and then immediately went into the preparations to ensure both the Garp thing would be going down with Kuzan, and the stuff on Egghead Island by sending Katarina Devon and Von Augur here. So it's like, bro, the Blackbeard pirates have had their fingerprints all over the final saga so far, and I love it. I love it. Not only because we were so deprived for a long time of Blackbeard before chapter 925, but now we're seeing them in so much prevalence and getting so much hype. It's awesome. It's so cool. Because we're seeing how much chaos they are causing for both Marines and for pirates, right? They're balls of chaos all over the New World. And in particular, when they're in front of us, of St. Garcia Saturn, it's just like, bro, insane. Insane, man. You're absolutely right, Barim. Thank you for that. Lost 35 comes membership from 1 month, says Egghead is definitely my number one now. Dude, I'm waiting on the arc to end to like officially put it, but I'm so close. Because the thing is, I love Wano so much, man. Like, the fact that Wano and Egghead are back to back for me personally is nuts. Because both of them I've loved so much that I just can't believe it. I can't believe how much I've been eating. But Egghead, bro, depending on the way that it ends, it truly can end up being like the definitive one, man. And for One Piece, it's so hard, right? Because there's so many legendary arcs for different reasons. It's why I can't wait. When this arc finishes, I'm even more excited now that it's turned out to be so good. I really can't wait for us to do our arc rankings at the end of Egghead, before Elbaf, because I'm curious as to how. I mean, not only because we haven't done it in a long time, and I can't wait to see where everybody places the arcs, myself included. It's going to be tough. But Egghead, I want to know how hard in the paint it really goes for so many people, and how high it ends up being on so many lists, because it truly has been a special arc, man. Kind of feel like Saturn is the weakest elder after his showing so far. Sanji showing why he's a real number 2 as always. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, the wings of the king, man. The wings of the king. The wings of the king. The real number 2. Yo, that man kicked light today, bro. That's crazy. That's flipping crazy. In regards to him being the weakest elder, I think that's safe to say just based on the fact that he's the first one that we're seeing the showing of. And I'll tell you this. Saturn being the weakest elder is terrifying because he has health regeneration. He's been a clear threat. And there is no sign of him having gone down. He's gotten hit multiple times and he's just gotten back up. So if he's the weakest elder, we're in for the fight of our lives. Because there's 4 other individuals like this, and then there's the top dog. So the stronger we see the Gorosei, and they're defending someone of the highest tier. God, this is why we're going to be so absolutely insane at the end of the series. Because to deal with 5 Saturns, and if Saturn is true, the weakest one, health regen, insane durability, I mean, able to damage Luffy just by looking at him, a Gear 5 Luffy at that, Garcia Saturn's a threat. And if you're telling me he's the weakest one, we are in for it come end of series, man. We are in for it, dude. And I can't wait, because that's just going to raise the stocks of all of my characters, man. Seriously. But no, that's... and that's definitely a possibility, considering he's the first one we've seen. So, man, Saturn, bro. He's been such a great addition to this arc. One of the major highlights of this arc, honestly. Alexei Ungadonasu comes in with a 10,000 and says, "There's only one thing I need from this arc at this point. A panel of the Straw Hat crew protecting Kuma once they eventually reunite. After saving them, protecting the Sunny, they can finally return the favor." Oh, dude, if we get that parallel, and that... bringing us back full circle with all of the parallels to the original Sabaody. To end the arc in a reverse of the original Sabaody, which is the end of the Return to Sabaody. Do you know how perfect that would be? How perfect of a note it would be to end the arc on that? Oh, I injected Alexi. I am so down for that being one of the final shots of this arc. Yes. On our way to Elbaf, please. Let's return the favor, man. I love that. I love that idea. Thank you. Bar M comes in with a 20. Says, Rox went to God Valley because he was angry that the Celestials took something from Full Lead Island, right? That's true. I forgot they mentioned that. You're right. If so, Blackbeard could still be a Buccaneer. And Jay Tukuma, you're the last of your kind without knowing about Blackbeard, maybe. Hold on. Let me pull this back. Let's peel this step by step. Rox went to God Valley because he was angry the Celestials took something from Full Lead Island, right? That is a yes. If so, Blackbeard could still be a Buccaneer. So you think they're hiding that information? Or that he really doesn't know? That he's... That Garcia Saturn is actually not aware that Blackbeard is a Buccaneer and is actually talking about another part of his lineage, not his... I'm curious as to what you mean by that, Barim. That is fascinating. Well, elaborate a little more on that. And Jay Takuma, you're the last of your kind without knowing about Blackbeard, maybe. So he doesn't know about Blackbeard and still says, says to Kuma, you're the last of your kind because of not knowing about Blackbeard. The only thing I have to say in regards to that, Barim, is if Saturn learned about the information for Blackbeard from Shanks, then he would need to know that beforehand, unless Shanks himself does not know that Blackbeard is a Buccaneer. And this is all, of course, basing itself on the fact that Shanks was talking about Blackbeard in the Reverie at all. But I'm curious. So many things about this Blackbeard situation are getting more and more interesting. He's been featured so prominently, man. Like, my God. Marshall D! But yeah, elaborate on that, Barim, please. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super. Michael Mickles, my guy, comes in with a 10 and says, at work, but I still saw Mugiwara no Recon. Yo, man, you saw the hat, brother. Do you think Vegapunk will really die? I do. Also, Von Augur needs a raise. Whole Cake, Winter Island, now Egghead? Dude, that man has been putting in overtime. He needs a raise. He needs everything you possibly imagine. Like, Von Augur is putting in work right now, man. He's the workhorse for Blackbeard right now. Blackbeard is putting that fruit to good use. He really is. He's like, yo, you have the warp fruit. You're going on every mission. You're going on every single mission, dude. Every single mission. Whole Cake, Winter Island, and Egghead. Like, he's really been putting in overtime. Now, in regards to Vegapunk dying, Michael Mickles, I don't think after this chapter, I'm thinking it's less likely. I think we'll lose some satellites, but but I don't think the Stella's going to die at this point. I could be wrong though, and if he does die, it's going to suck because I've come to really, really love Vegapunk. But if it's for the betterment of the story, then Oda's going to do whatever he has to do, or the characters will move as they have to move. But personally, I don't think he's going to die. But man, I'm talking about specifically the Stella unit is going to die. But if he does, especially based on what's been taking place recently, it would not surprise me, and we could be in for one of the most emotional deaths for sure. Considering how much I've come to love Vegapunk. So I don't want him to die, but if he does, then we'll see him off strong, you know. My boy Vegapunk, man. All love to you, Michael Mickles. Thank you so much for the 10, brother. Oh, man. Van Augur, dude. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where's the comment? Where's the comment? Where's the comment? Where's the comment? Here it is. So this was the one that I found very fascinating earlier. Yo, Kev, my guy, what's good, Kev? Yo, Jacket Stevens comes in and says, "What if Van Augur teleported to Katarina to give food to Luffy and touched his face in the process? Then Blackbeard can use Luffy's face to grab both ancient weapons with ease." So, and I think there was a follow-up comment to this. To add on to that, what if that's the straw it's seen in the prophecy to destroy Fishman Island? You know something, Jacket? I think that's a very, very interesting theory. Because obviously when the giant straw was introduced, we were all thinking maybe Emu's going to be the one to destroy the Fishman Island. But if it's actually Blackbeard on his way to go attain the ancient weapons, now that he knows, or now that he's going to have Caribou, and he goes out and starts destroying both Wano and Fishman Island, that would not only be great for Blackbeard as a villain, going out and doing his thing, that would fulfill the prophecy, and it would also give Luffy even more incentive to whoop him at the end of the series. So I love all of the above. So do you think that was the original mission? Was that Van Augur's and Katarina Devon's original mission coming to Egghead Island was to touch Luffy's face so that they can utilize that at some point in the future? And they were the ones who fed him. And that's how they got out of there, by warping. It just makes sense. Van Augur giving Luffy the food makes so much sense because nobody saw it happen. It happened so quick that no one saw it happen. And they were close enough to Garcia Saturn whenever he landed that it almost makes me believe that, yes, that is a very likely scenario. I love that idea, Jacket. I really do. That's a fantastic comment. Absolutely. Yeah, Danielle. Continue the Van Augur hype. He really did show some sick aura in this chapter. It really, really did. Lazy Muffle says that's crazy. Van Augur's whole ability is a side ability move for Law. Hey, Law's is built different, you know what I mean? Mr. Law is raw. Brandon King says, thoughts on maybe Katarina feeding Luffy and touching him. The Blackbeard pirates could lower Luffy's strength by tarnishing their faith in him, Maybe by maybe by being him into Strength Fishman Island. Okay, so this is going on what we were talking about a little bit earlier. Making Luffy out to be someone feared, not someone to have faith in lowering his strength. That is interesting. So that their main mission was to make Luffy out to truly be a villain in the eyes of the public, right? Like, oh man, a man in the straw hat destroyed the Fishman Island. A man in the straw hat destroyed the borders of Wano and took Pluton, right? Took the ancient weapons. It's like that would truly make Luffy out to be a villain in the public eye. To circle that back to the first time we met Caribou, which was the beginning of the time skip, taking us into Fishman Island is kind of crazy. That's kind of insane, man. Like, I was in the One Piece 24/7 channel. I was watching the beginning episodes of Fishman Island whenever they're fighting the Kraken. Like, dude, we've been with Caribou for so long. Like, we've been with Caribou since the second chapter of the time skip, man. It's like 599. Like, we've been with this dude for so long, bro. And to see his real relevance to the story coming into play now is kind of crazy. Especially if it has to do something with him taking this information to Blackbeard, and then they will take care of the situation at hand at Fishman Island. Framing Luffy in the process is not too far out there. I could actually see that happening. Hank says Lafitte on a side mission to find the man marked by flames. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Blackbeard always sends Lafitte to the most dangerous missions. And why not, if attempting to go get all the poneglyphs, why not set him out to go find the man marked by flames? So that tells me, like you said, either Lafitte got sent to go find the man marked by flames, which could mean that we're going to find him in Elbaf, or he sent him to Elbaf, where Blackbeard thought the final poneglyph might be, and there we'll find Lafitte. But I do think in the next arc, I have a good feeling, considering how prevalent the Blackbeard pirates have been within the final saga, I would not be surprised if we see them here in Elbaf. At least one of them. And why not send Lafitte as the most trusted subordinate? Yo, Fiji, my guy. What's good, Radman, bro? Coach, we need to talk about how hard Oda's cooked on these admirals, man. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. All of them. Every last one of them. He has cooked at the highest level. And I can't even blame Green Bull because his knees were shaking like my knees shake when I'm in Shanks' presence, right? So I can't blame him for the Shank stuff. I really can't. But the individuals within the Admiral system have yet to fail me. They are all special characters, man. You know, I'm talking about Sakazuki, Kuzan, Borsalino, Fujitora. Bro, these characters are so good. They are so good. That, like, I'm looking forward to seeing what Oda ends up doing with Green Bull in the future, considering how hard he's cooked with the others. You know, so I'm looking forward to seeing some more Green Bull stuff in the future. One of the coldest antagonist factions out there, and Green Bull doesn't exist. Like I said, man, we gotta chill on Green Bull, dude. He was tried by Shanks, you know. We know that doesn't happen in One Piece. So I forgive him for that. But in regards to them being the coldest antagonist factions, they're just so good, man. I love their aura, I love their presence within the story, within the narrative. Anytime that they're there, automatically the stakes feel raised. But in particular in this arc, the original 3 admirals have been sensational in this arc. With the specifically from the beginning of the Final Saga until now, what Oda has done with Aokiji, Akainu, and Kizaru has just been a treat, man. Seeing so many different dimensions of the 3 characters, what they have to do for their sense of justice, seeing that tested, but them standing their ground is just so good, man. It's so good. I really love the Admirals. Like, I'm so excited to continue to see them throughout the rest of the series because of how much he's cooked with them to this point. They're so good, man. They're so good. You don't think he's giving the info, Derek Miles? Caribou? You don't think he's going to give him the info on the ancient weapons? Yo, Akainu is going to change all of our lives. Bro, Akainu and Blackbeard... Akainu, Blackbeard, and Emu at the end of the series are really going to change lives. Those 3... Bro, Oda's been saving the best for last, man. Like, those 3 are going to have magnificent final sagas. I've been thinking about Emu a lot lately, especially after that episode ended in the anime. But Blackbeard's been on my mind just because of the episode. Those 3 in particular, no matter what order they end up being in, is going to be just, God, I've been looking forward to those 3 matches for so long, right? So long. I don't even care who they end up going against. Like, the mere presence, the villainous presence of those 3 characters, what they mean for the series, the 3 different things that they are, the things in which each character represents and what they do for the story as a whole, their potential backstories, and it's just I can't wait, man. I can't wait for those 3 in particular. Obviously, for the other characters, I can't wait to see theirs too, like the Mihawk and others as their final opponents. But because of the amount of build-up that Akainu, Blackbeard, and Emu have had, I know when we eventually get to each of them, we're going to see why Oda has been building up these characters for so long. And, man, Akainu, dude. Akainu killed Ace, dude. Like, Akainu killed one of the most beloved characters in the history of our medium. In cold blood. Like, when the time comes, the entire world will be watching for Akainu going down, man. It's like, goodness. King Hobojo comes in and says, can totally see Akainu and Luffy teaming up against Blackbeard like Garp and Roger versus Rocks. Bro, if Luffy teams up with Akainu, it better be after Luffy whoops Akainu. Luffy teaming up with the guy who killed his brother can only take place after Luffy pwns Akainu. If that were to happen at some point in the series. That's the only way I would accept it. I need Luffy to put Akainu into the ground, and then after that be like, alright, we're cool now. Alright, we're good now. We're good, you know what I mean? But I need Luffy to put him into the ground first. I really do. For me, as a resident Ace fan, and I need Akainu to be put in the ground. As much as I love his character, I need it to be put on the ground, and then we can do the team up. if that ever happens. If by change lives you mean end lives, dude, that's the thing about Akainu, right, lazy mofos, and that's the thing with all three of the characters I'm talking about right now, in Akainu, Blackbeard, and Emu. These are the three characters that are catching bodies in the series. Like, three characters that have actually killed individuals in the series. You know, people don't die in this story. The three of them have bodies. Akainu caught a body, Blackbeard caught a body, and Emu took out an entire civilization. Yo, there's levels to this. And those three are going to be dropping bodies in the final saga, man. And that's going to be the scary part from when we get to it, lazy mofos. Truly. I'm looking forward to seeing when Akainu leaves his chair, with all of with everything that he has inside of his system, wanting to go out and start going ham, he's gonna go crazy. He's gonna go crazy. Shout out to Vortex, man. Both of our teams took an L to the Chiefs in back-to-back Super Bowls. So I'll love to you, Vortex, man. I called Blackbeard Pirates took Luffy when he was missing for that one chapter. You did. I can already imagine the gag later. Luffy, hey, I remember you fed me an egghead, sniper guy. I forgot to thank you. He's gonna be like, Usopp, you're fighting that guy? Hey, he fed me. You know? It's like, come on, man. I can't hate anybody who fed me. I could definitely see that happening at some point. It's gonna be a great gag too, Vortex. I kind of feels like a small fry compared to Emu or Blackbeard. John Doe. The Fleet Admiral of the Marines, man. I don't know, dude. I mean, both Emu and Blackbeard are both aiming for the world. I mean, Emu has the world. Emu's literally like has the world in the palm of his hands. Blackbeard is trying to get in that position, and Akainu is trying to execute a sense of justice, right, over the entire planet. So I can see where you're coming from in regards to maybe their sense of ambition, but Akainu in regards to like laying down the law, without question, is a threat on the level of the other two. Especially knowing how much Oda, you know, I remember the interview whenever he said that if Akainu went out to go get the One Piece, he'd find it in a year. Just based on like just how powerful a dude is and how driven he is, because that's also something that is very dangerous for Akainu. Is he's willing to do anything means necessary to accomplish his mission, just like we saw in Marineford. Such a compelling character too. I love going to chapter 650. 2 changes you need to know when we get the time skip reveal of Akainu Fleet Admiral and Blackbeard Yonko simultaneously. Facts. You're spitting. We got them both right around right at the same time. It's like extremely important information to lead us into the new world. And Luffy's reactions to each is so interesting. For Akainu, he's sweating, clenching his scarf. For Blackbeard, he's not listening and scoffing down food. Great point. Great point. For Akainu, he's like, yo, when I see him again, I'm socking him. For Blackbeard, he's like, I'm gonna sock him, but, you know, we'll get to it whenever we get to it. Which is why I'm so fascinated about that, Fiji, because if we're leading towards a situation where Blackbeard really is going to go for the ancient weapons based on Caribou's information, if that's the route that we're going for, and he does go after Shirahoshi and Pluton, destroying Fisherman Island and Wano in the process, and having Garp, like, there's going to be a lot of reasons why Luffy should absolutely decimate Blackbeard. Like, just go straight for him and wanna take him out as badly as he wants to take out Akainu. So I'm excited for the differences in reactions now, or maybe later on, when all that stuff starts taking place, if it takes place. Because the level of, I'm not going to say hatred. There's going to be a lot in his heart to want to swing on all three of them, for sure. On all three of them. Imu represents everything that goes against Luffy's philosophies and just way of life. And Akainu killed his brother, and Blackbeard is going to be one of the main reasons why his 2 territories go down. Excuse me, and as his grandfather. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how Luffy reacts to that for sure. For sure. Akainu been in the chair longer than Aizen at this point. Hey man, but when he gets out of the chair, just like Aizen, it's gonna be peak. It's gonna be peak, lazy mofos. St. Marcus Lem comes in with a 5, says Dragon doing something, Emu's reveal, and NL's return are my most anticipated moments in the final saga. Yo, all 3 of those are gonna be legendary. We're gonna get crazy with it. So St. Marcus Lem, I'm gonna give you predictions. Dragon doing something could happen this year, and it's gonna be legendary. Emu's reveal, like his face reveal, I predict that happening this year. I think that happens in post-Egghead. I think we're actually almost about to see that. It either happens post-Egghead or post-Elbaf, depending on where Oda wants to go with that. Now, NL returning, that's probably not going to happen until final saga, like final war stuff. But for sure, I can see the other 2 happening very soon. Yeah, King Hojo, that's probably true, right? It's because Akainu hasn't been able to... He's been doing the same thing, just smashing his cigar and not being able to get out the chair. But when he gets out the chair, people are definitely going to remember that he's that guy. And he is, bro. He just is. When you look back at Marineford, he was their main military force. He was the biggest force you reckon with, both on a mental and psychological level, and as a military strategist, and as an individual in the field. Like, people were in complete fear of the lava meteors coming down and everything that he was capable of doing. He was boxing everyone out there. And when he wasn't doing that, he was trying to make sure that things could happen on a scheming level, right? Like, he's such a fascinating antagonist. But truly, when he's forced into action again, we'll remember him. Remember my guy. Actually, like Sakazuki, understood, John Doe. Understood. Edgar VG comes in with a 2 and says, Recon, what was your favorite part of the chapter? Because I am a Gear 5 tard, my favorite part of the chapter was Luffy finally hitting a Gorosei member, man. Do you know how much that meant to me? For Bonnie to see that. Bonnie saw Kuma deliver the Celestial Dragon Punch. And the individuals that she was looking for in Luffy launching not only a punch, a full-blown Gatling on those who sit on top of the world. Like, Luffy landed a Celestial Dragon Punch in Sabaody, and now he landed a Gatling. A Gatling on Garcia Saturn. That was my favorite part of the chapter. Similar to why last week, or when 1106 came out, my favorite part of that chapter was when they looked up and saw the individual they've been waiting for, which is Luffy, and doing the pose. And in this week's chapter, without question, it was that too. And I love the Sanji moment. Absolutely love the Devon and Van Augur stuff, especially when Van Augur was talking about the world and even the Caribou stuff, right? But that Gatling hit different, and it meant a lot. It meant a lot in the grand scheme of things. I really, really love that moment. So that was my favorite part of the chapter for sure. Thank you, Edgar VG. Appreciate you. Yeah, and that's the thing. I feel the same way, which is why I'm so fascinated about how Oda's going to play it off, Fiji. Because it really does feel like Luffy's never going to have that the same resentment for Blackbeard that he does for Akainu. Akainu is just a better foil for Luffy. Even down to, like I said, to killing his brother. Unless Blackbeard kills Sabo, or even a Straw Hat, then he's going to harbor that same resentment. Because Blackbeard is just like him. He carves his own path. He's a free spirit who serves his own agenda. Someone who cares little for status quo. Kind of like the living, breathing embodiment of status quo in its most aggressive form. Exactly. Very well said. Very well said. Any Shanks versus Blackbeard? Hank, we all need that, man. Big 2024, 2025. We need that. Not gonna lie, I think Luffy will probably lose someone else close to him outside of the crew before the manga ends. I'm predicting that it will be Rayleigh sacrificing himself from the generation. I could see Rayleigh dying, for sure. I could most certainly see Rayleigh. Let me see. People really, really close to him. Rayleigh is a possibility. Shanks is a possibility. Sabo is a possibility. Garp is a possibility. Dragon is a possibility. But those other four are really close to him. Dragon, he barely knows him, but the other four are really close to him, and I can see all of them. There's a potential possibility that they can die within the final saga for sure. The Blackbeard Pirates, after this recent stretch, are really making Garp look like a chat because he was manhandling them, but these guys are still so scary, dude. Garp and Sword. Oh, I can't wait for those episodes to be animated, for the chapters to be animated, because then we're really going to see that like in 4K. Just how much like Garp is truly him. Like, man, he was really doing his thing over there. Luffy is Ryu and Bonnie finna be Makoto. That's a great reference, man. That's a great reference. Does that panel make you believe that Bonnie joins the crew? I don't think. Like I really want Bonnie to join. I just don't know if that's going to be a part of Oda's plan, because it really does look like she could join the Revolutionary Army. She could join the fleet. Joining the crew itself, I would love, especially because she could just be the cabin girl. But if that's in the cards, I would be so down for it. You have no idea. You have no idea, especially after this week's chapter. But I think she's gonna join the Revolutionary Army or something like that. I would love for her to join the crew though, for sure. Mario Kart 9 and NL 2030. Let's make it happen, baby. And FF7 Part 3. All of them coming out in 2030. So Brandon King says, I was just wondering earlier what Lafitte was doing. When I checked his birthday, it turns out it's March 13th. Ooh. And we know Oda loves his birthdays. So March 13th, we could see Lafitte cooking, which is... And I think Oda's going to use Math Piece to his power location then. I'm down for that. Considering how many birthdays have been so close to what have... to the things that we've been seeing within the story lately. I can actually see that happening relatively soon. March 13th. What is it? February 16th? We're probably not going to get another break until after Rebirth release week. So like the 30th and 29th. Actually, that very same date, 29th. So if that's the case, what would that be? 11:08, 11:09? That means around like 11:11? 11:11 Lafitte chapter? I'm down for that. Maybe we're already on the way to Elbaf? Down for that. Nasty Ninja Club is membership for 7 months. As X-Men 97 trailer dropped today. Do I need to watch it? I have not seen it. X-Men 97 trailer, yo. That's dope. That's super, super dope. Eric! My guy. Yo, congratulations once again, man. On latest episode, dude. So cool. Love to see one of our own doing greatness. Blackbeard's going to kill Emu and take the throne. Always a possibility right there as well, right? There's so many, especially if he wants to go for the world and has that ambition. Because like we always talk about, we don't know who the final piece that we have to take out is going to be. We don't know if it's going to be Emu or Blackbeard. Akainu, Emu, or Blackbeard. Those are all possibilities for a final villain, right? But Blackbeard and Emu in particular, because of those two characters, what they represent in the overall grand scheme of things, it's always, for me at least, come down to the two of them. And if Blackbeard takes out Emu and takes the throne for himself, just propels him to even higher greatness. especially what we're seeing from the Gorosei. And God, I already know Imu's gonna be him, especially after 1085. So, speaking of Street Fighter, though, when are we throwing hands? Yo, Kev, man, soon we are throwing hands, and we're gonna do it for the good people. We're gonna do it for the good people. Excited for that, dude. Yeah, we'll have to schedule that soon, bro. Perhaps the promised dawn Luffy brings also involves a literal race on the moon that is brought down by NL somehow. I could... God, how cool of a visual would that be? Man. The moon getting closer, NL coming down the Arc Maxim. Oh. I wonder if Oda's actually saving NL for after the Void Century, because I feel like when we get to the Void Century, we're probably going to see something in regards to electricity, like the concept of electricity, that is going to allow us to see the Arc Maxim in a different type of light. Because if they really did move like as a truly futuristic advance of civilization, I'm going to assume electricity had a lot to do with that. So when we see certain things in the Void Century, it might make us look at the Arc Maxim a little differently. So that might be around the time when we see Anil, which would be around the time that the Dawn comes in as well. Cabin Girl's perfect. We can teach her Nika moves. Oh, that would be so cool. It's like in this chapter, like, yo, this is how you throw punches, dog. This is how you throw punches. Booming Dawn Gatling, man. Yeah, the refs would be awesome. For protecting his daughter, Kuma's going to pass his fruit along to the Straw Hats, and Vegapunk or one of his satellites are going to install it into either Sunny or Frankie. We were talking about that last week on the Last Dark podcast, and we were discussing the possibilities of the Sunny or Frankie getting the ability and what that could mean for those characters. And I think those are really cool ideas. I also love the BB idea. I love the Bonnie idea. There's a few different individuals that could get that fruit. But if Oda's cooking something with the Frankie and Sunny Bonnie poster thing, that would be really cool. And would be insane for us to have that ability with us. It really would. Yo, Unknown Artist, what's good? Morning from the UK King, 10 out of 10 chapter again. Always a 10 out of 10 chapter, man. These chapters are nuts, dude. Good morning to you, though, brother, man. Seriously. That'd be funny just because Imu dies to Blackbeard and Luffy never learns who Imu is. It's like this week. Like, Nika? Who in the world is that? Imu? Never heard of him. Never heard of such a being, dude. I need Luffy and Imu to meet. It's going to be so good. That's going to be especially whenever we get to that point and we learn more about Imu, learn about what Imu did in the Void Century, all of the years of oppression, and controlling, basically the opposite of freedom, right? Just a perfect foil for Luffy. Everything that he's done for the past 800 years. Oh, man. That is going to be phenomenal. I really can't wait for the two of them to have their eventual meeting. And I think it's probably going to happen after the Void Century as well, because we need to have the context of Imu and Joy Boy's relationship to truly grasp how much it's going to hit when Luffy and Imu meet. Because Imu's going to be looking at it as like I'm looking at the original, but I'm also looking at this version, right? So he's going to be doing comparisons. And so with that in mind, he's most certainly going to be... it's going to hit us harder, at least, if we get that Void Century context before they do meet. Which, like I told her before, I already had a dream about this. I had a dream about this... What week was it? It wasn't Gear 5 release week. It was It was a week when I was told to get off social media. I think it was 1060. Like, I'm talking about like one of those weeks where I was like heavily told to get off social media. Whichever week it was, the dream that I had, which I'll never forget, was Luffy was pulling up to the Marijoa, and when he pulled up to the Gorosei's room, he was in the gear second pose, ready to go up and like swimmer, and I was losing my sanity in the dream, man. I was like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. I don't remember anything else that I saw in the thing. I just remembered that striking visual. I could see it right now. The Gorosei room around him, Luffy in the middle, G2, and I was like, bro, I hope I'm not spoiling myself here. But that thing was hype. I was going nuts. I was like, yo, man, this is peak. Yeah, I also really want Luffy vs. Emu so bad, Kev. I truly do. Especially if Emu's abilities are similar to Gear 5. Like, I really want that matchup, man. Yeah, true that, Jacket. For the math piece stuff. Yeah, no, yo, Vortex, they're doing a fantastic job. WWE's doing a great job with the Rock, Roman and Cody stuff. And it's crazy because it went from being a potential like massive, like worst creative decision in the history of the company, to like, yo, they really have the entire wrestling world in their hands right now. They're doing a phenomenal job with the storyline now. Great stuff. It's incredible. Mist! What's good, Mist? Yo, it's been a minute, bro. Yo, I completely understand, man. Peak never stops, bro. The peak never stops. Looking forward to your updates, man. I truly appreciate y'all. But ladies and gentlemen, we've been going at it for 2 hours. I appreciate y'all for being here, man. This is a phenomenal chapter. Unfortunately, this week is going to be extremely insane. I really want to... I once dreamt that Roger was struggling against a Sulong, Inu, and Neko, and I screamed that's BS and woke up. That's hilarious, Akash Panda. I'll tell you what, Akash Panda. If I ever saw Roger struggling against Sulong, Inu, and Neko, I would just pinch myself in the dream. I'm like, I know I'm dreaming. I know I'm dreaming. There's no way that would ever happen. Yeah, there's no way. There's just absolutely no way. Like, come on, man. Cody, let's go. The angle in the press conference was brilliant. Dude, the angle in the press conference, Winston, was fantastic. Fantastic. Brandon King comes in and says, one last crackpot theory. What if Lodestar Island is the only all-night island, being the opposite of Enies Lobby? Hence Lotus Star. You can always see the stars. Bro. Yo, Brandon King, that is a great crackpot theory. And one that I like because it would just fit the verse, right? Where because you need a balance. If one is always going to be in the day, you have another one's always going to be in the night. And for it to be the final island, the all-night island, I think that's a really cool theory. What would we see there? What would we get once we arrive? And what kind of aesthetic? That's the most important part. What type of aesthetic and setting could we expect from such a thing? I love that idea. Brandon King. That's so cool. That's a great... I love that idea, Brandon King. I really do. And all night and all day. I like that a lot. Yo, Augie, what's good, brother? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up right now. But yeah, no, this chapter was incredible. This chapter was awesome. Absolutely, Izzy and Thing. Thank you so much for being here. What was the longest stream you've ever done besides the Reverie? On my own channel? I mean, back in the day, when we were a lot younger, we used to do longer streams. It's every time at this point in the night, my nose always starts acting up. Alwood juice. Back on the old channel, we used to go for a long time. The night that chapter 801 came out, on the old channel, with Sanji confirmed being alive, that was the longest I ever stayed up. We started the chapter reaction at around, like, this is on Google Hangouts. It was like 10 or 11 at night. And I invited other people on, because that was the good thing about Google Hangouts. And we were on stream until around 6 o'clock in the morning. So that might have been the longest chapter reaction stream that I ever did, but it's gone now. But we were in there for a long time. For a long time discussing possibilities. 801 changed the game. Like, that was huge. That was huge. Recently, the night that 1043 came out, my internet cut off, and I think it split it in half, right? Where we did the reaction for 1043, which was like 2 hours. And the afterthoughts we did in the same night, which was like another 2 to 3 hours. So it was like a 5-hour night when 1043 dropped. So I think in recent memory, that was the one that technically, if you put them together, that was the longest stream in recent memory, if I'm not mistaken. God, in my nose, dude. Derek of Rivia, what's good, brother? Because remember, for 10 months. Imagine hearing Luffy's dream through Caribou to Blackbeard. I mean, as awesome as that would be, I can't have that happening. I need to hear Luffy's dream through Luffy himself or through one of the Straw Hats, not through Caribou. But if that's how we hear about it, I would need to see the way that it's executed. You know what I mean, Derek? It would have to be executed right. But I'm still thinking that Luffy's dream is going to be like a final volume, super end of saga stuff, or end of final saga stuff. But thank you, Derek Verby. I appreciate you. The night before the dawn, yeah, Hank. That's a great point in regards to Brandon King's theory. Absolutely, the night before the dawn. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. By the way, WWE just announced they'll be back in Italy soon. I'll be there no matter what. We're eating good, coach. Yo, that's awesome, Danielle. We love to see it. We love to see it. I caught up on chapter 803. Chapter 801 was rent free in my mind for weeks. Dude, Akash Panda. That was man. You picked a perfect time to catch up. For that post-Dressrosa stretch. Dude, that post-Dressrosa stretch was awesome. Like, that was incredible, man. I mean, obviously, Zoe itself is such a special arc. But that post-Dressrosa stretch, man, that one was great. Yeah, no, 801, man. That's a special chapter, dude. Shanks' Divine Departure was 3 hours long. That makes sense. It probably took me 3 hours to read the chapter. Let alone the... Nah, I think the longest it ever took me to read a chapter was 1086. In terms of just a reaction, right? Like, man, that chapter took me like 2 hours long to read. It was just had so much information. So was the He Laughed chapter, the Roger chapter. That took me a long time too, and that was before we streamed. With Blackbeard reacting to Luffy's dream through Caribou, I mean, it's a possibility. Like Derek of Rivia just brought up, but we could see his reaction to Luffy's dream. I just don't want Luffy's dream to be revealed yet. At least not through Blackbeard and Caribou's conversation. Like I said, I would need it for it to be executed correctly. But Oda could definitely change my mind on that for sure. But we could get Blackbeard reacting to Luffy's dream, which would be really cool. Really, really cool. I would be down for that. Got you right now, bro. Watch out for that peak race. I'm locked in on CS2. Let's go, miss. Let's go. Have you read Sakamoto Days? Absolutely. I'm about like 2 or 3 chapters behind because I haven't read any manga besides One Piece in the past couple of weeks, just because of of how crazy it's been. But I need to catch up to my Sakamoto days, which I'm super, super close. Like I said, I'm only a couple weeks behind. But all of my other Jump manga too. Well, I'm caught up to JJK as well. I'm caught up to that as well. But I'm a few weeks behind on Sakamoto Days, Blue Box, Akane Banashi. But I'm looking forward to reading the last couple chapters for those. And Dan 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 and Chainsaw Man. I don't think I've read in a couple weeks either. Like I said, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. One Piece is the thing that's keeping me glued together in the manga stuff. So yeah, excited. I need to read the last few Sakamoto Days chapters. Thankfully, I haven't been spoiled on anything, so I'm excited for the opportunity to read those the last few chapters. I was crazy. I was on my knees when the Road Poneglyphs revealed, bro. Akash Pan, yo, when the Road Poneglyphs revealed, yo, that changed the game. Raizo is safe. The Road Poneglyph reveal, the chapter with the Momonosuke and Roger stuff, like, man, Zoe, dude. Zoe greatness. 1085 was 4 hours long. I believe that too. Peak chapter. I recommend Gachiakuta manga. If you haven't read it yet, great art style, cool action, intriguing story. I've never heard of that. Gachiakuta. I'll definitely add it to the long list, Jacket. I appreciate you for the recommendation. Gachiakuta. That's a cool name. I remember watching your He Laughed reaction. It was one of the first vids I saw in the fandom. Yo, man, that was... Still is to this day one of my favorite chapters. It was such a special series, man. Love... absolutely love that chapter. And that chapter reading experience was phenomenal. I mean, just the He Laughed stuff. I mean, come on, dude. Come on, man. Roger's adventure. Oda confirmed in the last SBS that Caribou didn't hear the dream. And if that's the case, then now Ramon, we most certainly will not have that conversation take place. I just want to see his reaction. Don't tell the reader. Exactly. That's how I feel about the situation as well. Akane and Blue Box will disappoint. I can't wait, dude. Yo, because Blue Box has been so good. And Akane Banashi. Both of them have been absolutely incredible in the stretch of chapters that we're currently in. So I can't wait to lock back in and see the greatness that they have in store from these last couple of weeks. Excited for that. Because, yeah, both of them have been cooking. Yeah, and I see Ninja Man. I also miss Momo's voice, bro. Like, he was with us for so long. I remember the community when he laughed and got animated and they used memories. Dude, I watched, like, so many reaction mashups to that moment. So many reaction mashups, man. I love that moment. And even whenever we watched it for the first time here on the channel, it was such a massive shock. Having memories play in that moment. God, I love Wano, man. Wano greatness. Thanks for bringing light to the fandom, suspect of the toxicity. Left jab, man. There will always... Well, let me pull it up. Where greatness lies, so will there also be light. Alright? So will there also be light. But I'd love to, man. I appreciate you for the kind words. Thank you so much for that. Man, it's still really hard to believe Zoro is still fighting Lucci. It's because he's playing with him. He's playing with his food. It's awakened Lucci versus non-bandana Zoro. That's all I need to know. That Zoro's just, he's taking it easy. No bandana, no Conqueror's coding. My guy's like, come on, I'm chilling. How many Eke chapters do you think we have left? I'm gonna say less than a volume's worth, so less than 10 chapters. Less than 10 chapters. What about the Rent-A-Girlfriend Greatness Coach Peak Fiction? Dude, when I finished season 3, I almost read the manga. But I'm holding on. Because I do think we're reading season 4 this year. So I almost read the manga. I'm holding on. Season 3 was awesome. Great stuff. No, Gape. Man, we missed you, brother. We missed you, man. I gotta drop a promo for the Ravages of Time, bro. It's based on the three. Oh yeah, that the one you recommended last time. So many legends, writing style so uniquely peak. Trust me, you're gonna find something special in there. Yeah, no, I've got to tap into that. That's been one that you've been recommending for a while, and I've seen it recommended in regards to a potential like comparison to something like Kingdom or something, which is already one of my all-time favorites. So I definitely have to give Ravages of Time a shot. Did you guys ever read? There was a manga when I first entered the community a long time ago. Was it? Yeah, I think it was right around the time when I entered the community. There was a manga called Feng Shenji that was really, really hot. When I was working at my old job, I read that entire series, or most of it, while at that job. And it was such a hype series, man. It was one of those like Kingdoms and Torikos where you're just losing your mind every chapter. It was a great series. Are you watching Soul Leveling? I'm letting the episodes stack because from what I've been told, Kaido, the series is extremely addicting once you really get into it. So I was like, I'm gonna hold off for now. I'm gonna hold off and wait until maybe the season ends and then give it a shot, or start watching it soon. But a lot of my friends are into it, and they keep telling me that that they know I'm gonna enjoy it, but I haven't watched it yet. We're gonna go for the joy, yes sir. You already know, bro. You already know. Is that great? Do you play Persona, dude? I'm loving Persona 3. So I've gone through completely the original 3 Fez, 4 Golden, and 5. I need to do a complete playthrough of 5 Royal and at Persona 2 because I've started both and I know a lot about both, but I haven't finished them. Thankfully, I haven't gotten spoiled in like the end game for either. But I need to finish 5 Royal and I need to finish P2, which I've been enjoying a lot, both of them. Or I've been enjoying them both a lot. But Persona 3 Reload has been phenomenal so far. It's been a fantastic remake of 3, and the music has been incredible. The character interactions, I've loved the additions they've made so far. I'm not extremely far into it because I've been playing Infinite Wealth, but I do play Persona, man. I've been loving it. I've been loving 3. 3 Reload greatness. Last year, me and a friend of mine started a podcast with a third friend who never read One Piece, and we've been reliving the entire story through his eyes. We just got to Wano. Wow, that is so cool, Danielle. What? Dude, that is awesome. It's been a blast watching him fall in love with the greatness. Yo, Daniel, whenever you guys catch up or whatever, yo, send me a message. If you don't mind. I would love to be a part of that experience whenever you guys get to like close to being caught up with the third friend who's never read One Piece. I would love to pick his brain as someone who just recently caught up to the series. And that's super, super cool. I was going to mention this earlier, but did you hear about Discotech Media dubbing a few episodes of Hitman Reborn? I saw that, bro. I couldn't believe it. I was like, we're getting a Hitman Reborn dub? What? All these years after its release, Reborn was so popular whenever it came out. It was one of those, like I knew people who were into Reborn. And this was in a time period where, where I live, a lot of people were into anime. A lot of people still are into, even more than ever, but especially in that time period, a lot of people were into anime, Naruto, Bleach, all that stuff. And Reborn was one of those series that I knew quite a few people who were into that. So if they would have gotten, into like the Reborn dub out much earlier, Reborn probably would have gotten way more popular, because I know people who only watch English dubs, which is why they never watch stuff like Reborn. So it's crazy to me Reborn's getting a dub now. It makes me wonder if there's something in the plans for like a Reborn remake or a return or something. Yeah, exciting stuff. Yeah, it is time to go to bed. Ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you guys next time. Ninja Kamui, I need to check that out as well. Excuse me, I thought that someone told me to check that out based on the first episode, back whenever that dropped. But ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the night. I have to get up in a few hours for my work. So I will see y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Appreciate you, Vortex, man. Appreciate everybody who was here. I truly appreciate the love as always, and what a fantastic chapter, man. So many great great things in this chapter. So many things that we can discuss. Unfortunately, we're still in a crazy busy season, so I don't think we'll do an afterthoughts. And it's been killing me not being able to do an afterthoughts throughout the whole 1100s with how amazing it's been. But I look forward to some more greatness. I will see y'all down the line. Hopefully, by the time I see y'all again. Oh, I'm gonna be meeting with AJ soon for the Naruto stuff. So for the Naruto fans out there, we're going to be doing that podcast very, very soon. For those of us who enjoyed, or for those who enjoyed our One Piece stuff, we're going to be doing the Naruto stream now that he's finished Naruto. It's not going to be a stream; it'll be a podcast. But look forward to that for any Naruto fans out there. That we'll be doing that soon. So I will see y'all. And for anybody who likes Final Fantasy, we'll be talking about Final Fantasy there as well, because we're both massive fans. And hopefully we can talk about some Persona there too. But I'm not sure if he's played Reload yet. So until all that stuff happens, I will see y'all next time. Thank you so much. Take care. And what a fantastic chapter, man. Gear 5 greatness, dude. He put that